Ayan, so pasensya na. Ibang slide pala yung naka-present. So, muli magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Tayo po ay nagbabalik na naman sa ating numerical ability ng ating review po. Okay? Na ino-offer ng Smarter Tayo Training Institute sa kanila pong programa na paghahanda sa pagiging lingkod bayan 3 free civil service examination review program po ng LGU nga po ng Taytay. Yan. So, once again, ako nga po pala si Sir Arvin Bautista. Baka nakalimutan nyo na agad. Okay, mula dun sa kaninang video. Kanina, or dun sa naunang video, we already tackled about, balikan lang natin yung overview, numbers and mathematical symbols, parity rules, and number theory. Okay? So, those are some of the topics na atin pong pinagdaanan kanina. Okay? Yung mga different kinds of numbers. Okay? Yung parity rules. Okay? So, yun. Medyo mahaba yun. Kasi medyo mahaba talaga tong first part. Even though sobrang basic niya. Kasi I want to build talaga yung basics sa inyo. Kailangan ma-insert natin yan sa kokote ninyo, sa utak ninyo, skills and knowledge and everything. Okay? So, ayan po. Medyo mahaba talagang part yung basics. Okay? Actually, hindi nga lang isang, isang araw. Okay? Parang, isa, tsaka one-fourth or one-half na set and nakalaan po sa basics talaga. Okay? So, ngayon, punta na tayo sa fundamental operations. So, syempre, hindi ko naman na kayo talaga tuturuan ng kung paano ba mag-add, mag-subtract, kung multiply, at mag-divide. Kasi alam nyo naman na yan. Ang ibibuild ko sa inyo ngayon is yung mga terms na ginagamit with the different fundamental operations. Pero syempre, mag-add, subtract, divide, at multiply naman tayo along the way. So, babalik at babalik naman tayo talaga dyan sa fundamental operations. Pero kailangan ko lang ulit, once again, i-build up sa inyo yung mga terminologies na ginagamit kasi yung iba nalilito. Okay, pag binabanggit sa question, hindi nila alam kung ano yung tinutukoy or what. So, para lang ma-build ulit sa atin. Okay po? So, for the first fundamental operation, pinakamahirap sa lahat, addition. Okay? So, pag sinabing addition, dito, may mga numbers tayo na pinagsasama-sama, pinag-add. And those numbers are what we call okay? Those are what we call addends. Okay? Ibig sabihin pala, mapauna, pangalawa, addends po ang tawag. Basta yung mga numbers na pinag-add, addends po ang tawag. While for the answer, we have it as the sum. Okay? So, ang sagot po, kapag tayo po ay nag-add, ay sum. Okay? So, for example, we have here 45 plus 395 plus 4,396 plus 890. This number are what we called as the addends. Okay? Let's try to add. You may pause the video. Kung gusto niyo siyang i-add on your own, pause the video. Okay? Tapos na ba ng mga kailangan mag-pause? Tutuloy na tayo? Okay? So, ayan. Tuloy na tayo. So, ngayon, dito, ang pinakamahalaga when we are adding, okay, kailangan tapat-tapat po yan. Lahat ng nasa ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, kailangan po magkakatapat yan pag tayo po ay nag-add. So, 5 plus 5, we have 10 plus 6, we have 16. So, sulat ka ng 6 sa baba. Okay. Then, we have 1 plus 4, 5. Plus 9, 14, plus 9, 23, plus 9, 32. Okay. Lagay natin yung 3. 3 plus 3, we have 6. Plus 3, 9, plus 8. Okay. We have 17. Carry 1. We have 5. So, the answer, which is the sum, is 5,726. Ayan po yung tinatawag natin na sum. Okay? So, once again, the numbers to be added are what we call the addends, while the answer, okay, or the result in the addition of the numbers or the addends is what we call the sum. Okay po? So, para pag kunyari, tinanong sa question, okay, what is the sum of the numbers 34, 65, 95, 32? O alam mo na binanggit yung sum, addition ang gagawin mo. Okay po? Pag tinanong naman, what are the addends in the given equation, alam mo rin kung ano yung tinutukay. Okay po? So, ayun siya. Next, for the subtraction, dito medyo kailangan natin talagang mag-pay attention. Kasi kung kanina, lahat ng numbers sa pinag-a-add ang tawag ay addends, dito magkaiba kasi yung number na binabawasan at yung ipinambabawas. Okay po? So, ayan. Dito, meron tayong tinatawag na minuend. Minuend is a number from which another is to be subtracted, while the subtrahend is the number to be subtracted. The difference is the answer or the result in the process of subtraction. Example we have here, 5,283 minus 4,997. Our minuend is 5,283. Bakit siya yung minuend? Kasi kung babalikan po natin yung definition ng minuend, ang sabi dito, number from which another is to be subtracted. Okay, sorry. Minuend is a number from which another is to be subtracted. Ibig sabihin, kay minuend daw, ibabawas yung isa pang number. Okay? Siya yung binabawasan. While for the subtrahend, it is the number to be subtracted. Ito naman yung ibinabawas. Siya si 4,997. O, patry nga. Try nga natin kung kaya nating mag-subtract ng 4-digit number. Once again, we have here 5,283 minus 4,997. Okay? Papos ako ng video kung gusto mag-subtract on their own. Ngayon, subtract na natin. So, 3 minus 9, that cannot be. So, magbabarrow tayo dito ng isa. So, this one would become 7. This one would become 13. 13 minus 7, that would give us 6. 7 minus 9 cannot be. So, barrow ulit tayo. Magiging 1 to. Magiging 17 yung nasa kabila. 17 minus 9, that would give us 8. Okay? Next. So, 1 minus 9 cannot be. So, pagsamahin na natin. 51 minus 41, that would give us 2. So, the answer is 286. So, the answer in a subtraction is what we call the difference. Once again, minuend po ang tawag doon sa number na kung saan yun yung binabawasan natin. While, subtrahend naman po ang tawag doon sa number na ipinambabawas natin. While, doon sa pinakasagot, okay, doon sa subtraction is what we call the difference. Okay po? Malinaw po tayo doon, ha? Kasi po, depende po kasi sa gumagawa po ng exam kung paano niya po ipoplot yung question. Okay? Yung pagkakasulat po ng question, depende po sa test writer. May mga test writer po kasi na directly ibibigay sa yung equation. For example, babanggitin sa equation, 5283 minus 4997, what is the difference? Ganon. Meron naman, sasabihin, if you are given 5,283 as a minuend and 4,997 as the subtrahend, what is the difference? Mabait pa yon. Bakit? Kasi inuna niya talaga yung minuend bago yung subtrahend. Paano kung gusto ko yung pahirapan nung test writer ang ilalagay? What is the difference if 4,997 is a subtrahend and 5,283 is the minuend? Okay? O, paano kung ganun yung question? Yung iba pa naman, kung ano yung unang makitang number, yun yung isusulat as minuend, yung pangalawa yun yung subtrahend. Okay? Pagdating sa equation, di nagka-leche-leche na. Pagdating ba naman po sa subtraction, order is very important. Kaya addition, hindi masyadong nagmamatter yung order. Kasi po, I-add mo lang naman yan. Okay? Pagsasamahin mo lang yan. Pagdating mo kasi kay subtraction, ang laking factor po ng order. Kasi for example, kung nauna yung malaki, binawasan mo ng mas maliit, positive yung sagot. Pero paano kung yung maliit, babawasan mo ng mas malaki? Eh di magiging negative yung sagot. So pag nagkamali ka ng order with subtraction, patay kang bata ka. Okay po? So you really have to familiarize yourself ano ang minuend, ano yung subtrahend, at ano yung difference. Okay? Once again, in this review program, specifically sa numerical ability, I will be training you, okay, mula sa basics, papunta sa complicated questions. Kasi ayoko nang sasaksakan ko kayo ng mga information na very complicated, pero yung basics hindi nyo alam. Kasi delikado po tayo dun. Okay? Alam ko po kasi, to pasensya na po sa iba po na nababagalan sa aking pong session. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po, hindi po kasi tayo pare-parehas po ng level pagdating po sa inyo pong uh, knowledge and skills pagdating sa math. So, ang akin, mas okay na na-cater natin lahat. Kasi, magsisimula naman tayo sa madali. Yung iba kasi maboboard na sa madali. Okay? Pero, yun. Baka mamaya kasi meron pala kayong maling paniniwala. Eh, di dito, mako-correct po natin. Okay? Huwag kayong mag-alala kung gusto nyo lang po ng mahirap ng mga question, mahirap ng mga problems. Aabot din po tayo dyan. Hindi ko kayo susukuan. Okay? Mahaba-haba po ang oras na binigay sa akin ni Sir Eric para po kayo ay pahirapan. Hindi, joke lang. Para po kayo itutukan. Okay? Para ma-develop natin yung skills po ninyo. Kaya po kayo mag-alala, rest assured, kung nadadalian kayo ngayon, pahihirapan ko po kayo sa dulo. Hindi, joke lang. Pero yun, dadating din tayo doon. Kapit lang ng konti. Next, pagdating po sa multiplication. So, for the multiplication, we have here what we call the multiplicand, which refers to the number to be multiplied. Siya yung i-multiply. While the multiplier refers to the number of times another number is to be multiplied. Ito naman yung pang-multiply. Okay? Number of times the number is to be multiplied. While the product, siya yung sagot. Okay po? Example. We have here 1,937 times 86. Our multiplicand is 1,937 kasi siya po yung number to be multiplied, while the 86 is the multiplier because this is the number of times the multiplicand is to be multiplied. Okay? While the answer, napakita ko agad yung sagot. Okay? So, feeling ko hindi nyo nakita. Kunwari na lang, hindi nyo nakita. Okay? Tulong-tulungan na tayo dito. Ayun. Kunyari hindi nyo nakita yung sagot. Try to come up with the answer. Kung nakita nyo man, walang problema. You have to come up with the answer. And I believe hindi pa naman yun yung final answer. Okay? So, give me, or you on your own, kindly solve for the answer. Okay? So, pag multiply po ng 1,937 times 86. Okay? You may pause the video now. Kasi kung hindi, tutuloy ko na to. Okay? So, now, dito, ano ba mahalaga with multiplying? Dito, ako, syempre, sinasanay ko pa rin yung sarili ko sa pinaka-basic. Ano ba yung basic? Pagtapatin nyo pa rin po yung ones sa ones, yung tens sa tens, yung hundreds sa hundreds. Okay? So, kaya yan, kung mapapansin nyo, yung 7 at yung 6, magkatapat talaga yan. Okay? So, unahin muna natin yung ones. Yung ones, multiply natin sa lahat. Alam nyo naman yan. Okay? Diba? So, 7 times 6, that would be 2, 4. Okay? 3 times 6, that would be 18. Plus 4, that's 22. Okay? 9 times 6, that's 56. Wait lang, sorry. 56 plus 2. Okay? The 6 plus 2, that's 58. Carry 5. 6 times 1, 1 times 6, that's 6. Plus 5, that's 11. So we have 11822. Okay? Ayan. So, medyo nagkaroon lang tayo ng error dito. Okay, hindi ko ata to nabago. Tama naman, di ba? 9 times 6, that's... Ay, na-joke lang. Okay. 45. 54. Okay. So, ayan. Tama naman pala. 9 times 6 is 54 plus 2, 6. Okay, sorry na. Okay. So, pasensya na. Gabi po nire-record. Okay, medyo nagpa-fog na yung utak ni sir. Pero yeah. Okay, at least alam natin, na-detect natin kung tama o mali. Next, si 8 naman, multiply natin sa lahat. 8 times 7. Okay? Ang 8 times 7, tingnan nyo, nako-conscious na tuloy ako. Baka magkamali ako. Yun yung 56. Isa naman kasi. Tama naman kasi. 9 times 6 plus 2, 56. Okay? Na-advance lang. Sorry na. 8 times 7, that is 56. Carry, 6, carry 5. 3 times 8, that's 24. Plus 5, 29. Carry 2. Okay. Then, we have 8, 9 times 8, 72. Wait lang, ano yung kineri ko doon? That's 2. 9 times 8, 72. 4. 7. 8 times, 1 times 8. That's 8 plus 7. That will be 15. Okay. Diba? Si sir talaga ay, okay, nagsasolve. So, 2 plus 6, that will be 8. 9 plus 6, that's 15. Carry 1. 1 times 4. Sorry na hindi na tumapat kasi. Okay, 1 times, 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1, that's 6. 1 times 5, that's 6. Tama ba? Carry. Ano to? 8, 8. 1 to. Okay? So, the answer is 166,582. Okay, tama. O, di ba? O, kahit hindi na siya masyado tapat-tapat, nakuha pa rin ang tamang sagot. Okay, burahin na natin. 166,582. So, 166,582 is our product. Kasi siya po yung pinaka-sagot natin. Okay? So, ayan po. Kanina ako napapansin ninyo, medyo nahihirapan lang ako. Bakit? Kasi hindi magkakatapat yung number. Kasi, siyempre, yung mga tinype ko, medyo maninipis yung sulat. Kasi, sir, alam nyo naman, ang laki magsulat. Kaya medyo nahihirapan akong tingnan kanina, kaya medyo bumabagal. Sinisigurado ko lang na kung yun ba talaga yung magkakatapat. So, doon, nakita ninyo kung gaano kahirap kapag hindi magkakatapat yung number. Okay? Huwag nyo gagawin sa sarili nyo yun. Okay po? So, pasensya na. Pero ayan, we come up with the same answer naman. Medyo may struggle lang yung akin. Kasi nga naman, laki ko magsulat, tapos ang pangit pa, di ba? So, ayan, tandaan lang natin what is a multiplicand, a multiplier, and a product. Okay? So, para lang hindi lang po talaga tayo mahirapan. Next one, for the division. So, dito meron din tayong dividend. So, dividend refers to the number to be divided into equal groups. Okay? So, si dividend, yung hinahati-hati. Si divisor naman, yung magsasabi, gaano kadami each group. Okay, or ilang group yung bubuuin natin. While for the answer, we have the quotient. Example here, we have 54,528 divided by 64. So dito, hindi naman tayo, ewan ko, hindi ako ganyan mag-divide. Siguro naman kayo din. Okay? So 54,528 is our dividend. Sorry, sosyali ng paaralan. Dividend. The joke lang, sorry na. Then, for the 64, that is our divisor. Pero yun nga, sabi ko nga, hindi naman tayo sanay na ganyan tayo mag-divide. Tama? O, lumabas na yung sagot. O, paano nakuha yun? Okay? So, ngayon, solve natin paano siya nakuha. So, di ba sanay tayo na, for example, we have here 54,528 divided by 64. Di ba ganyan tayo sanay? Okay? So, syempre, si 5, hindi kaya i-divide by 64. So, mag-imaginary 0 ka na lang dyan. Si 54 din, hindi kaya. Then, so, meron na tayo. Yung iba, nilalagyan pa yan ng 0, ganyan. 0, tapos magiging 5, bring down 4. tas 0 ulit, tapos 545, ganyan. So, for the sake na wala akong susulatan, hindi ko na siya gagawing ganon. So, diretso na ako kay 545 divided by 64. Okay? So, hayaan nyo na akong dumiretso doon para alam natin. Okay? So, 545 divided by 64. Okay? Sana nagsosolve kayo, ha? So, si 545 divided by 64, I think that's 8. Base dun sa sagot na lumabas kanina. Ngayon, paano naging 8? Try natin. So, 8 times 4, that is 32. Carry 3. So, 8 times 6, 48 plus 3, 51. Okay? So, ayan siya. Kung titingnan nga naman, 8 lang talaga. Yung pinakamalapit kay 5, I mean, 8 lang yung pwedeng i-multiply kay 64 para makabuo ng number na pinakamalapit kay 545. Kasi kapag nag-65, pag nag-9 ka na dyan, so sobra na po. Okay? So sobra na. Kapag 7 naman, masyadong maliit na kaya pang mag-add ng another 64. Okay? Paano ko ba check yun? Ang ginagawa ko dyan, I'll think of a number na feeling ko close. Okay? Kasi ano ba tinitingnan ko dyan? Yung 8, i-multiply ko kay 6. 48. So, yun, medyo malapit. Kay 54. Okay, ganun ko siya tingnan. Okay? So, yung una lang yung minumultiply ko para lang magkaroon lang ako ng idea. Tapos, from that, mag-a-add na lang ako ng another 64. So, kunyari, imagine, 512 plus 64. Sure na sure ako nalalagpas na yun. Kasi dun pa lang sa 51, o lalagyan mo ng 6 yun, 57 na yun, di lagpas na kay 54. So, yun. Ganun ko siya ginagawa. Medyo weird man kung iisipin natin. Ewan ko, ganun tumotok yung isip ko. Kayo, kung trial and error, wala naman pong problema. Okay? So, 545 minus 512 would give us 33. So, 33 cannot be divided by 64, so we'll bring down 2. Sorry po. Ayan. So, dito, kung mapapansin na nasa harapan ay 33, meron ako ditong 6. Anong yung pwedeng number na i-multiply ko kay 6 para lumapit kay 33? Okay? So, syempre, ano pa bang number? Di 5. Diba? Kasi 5 times 6, that is 30. Medyo malapit na yon. So, let's have 5. So, 5 times 4, 0, carry 2. 5 times 6, 30 plus 2, 32. O, diba? Malapit. O, pag nag-add ka ng 64 dyan, so sobra na. So, hindi na pwede. Okay? So, ganun ko siya ginagawa. So, 332 minus 320, that would be 12. Okay? Bring down na natin si 8. So, ano ba ang number pwedeng multiply kay 64 para maging 128? Siyempre, that's 2. So, 64 times 2, that's exactly 128. So, X na yan. So, we have our answer as 852 as shown earlier. Okay? So, that is our quotient. So, yan lang yung discussion ko regarding fundamental operations. Okay? So, tinuruan ko lang talaga kayo or nirefresh rather lang natin yung mga tawag. Okay? Once again, kay addends lang naman or kay addition lang sobrang dali, matandaan. Bakit? Kasi addends lang lahat ng tawag sa numbers nun. Dun sa iba, ayan, kailangan po natin i-familiarize yung sarili natin. Okay? So now, ito, isa sa mga paborito kong dinidiscuss, indivisibility rule. Kasi ito, tinitingnan ko rin to whenever I'm solving. Kumbaga, nirarun siya ng utak ko whenever I'm solving division, factors, mga ganon. Okay? So, kailangan talaga to. Si divisibility rules. Actually, if you can really master divisibility rules, mapapadali po kayo ng sobra sa pagsosolve. Especially if you're dealing with division nga, you're dealing with factors, okay? GCF, ganyan. So, ako, nakikita ko siyang, nagagamit ko siya. Okay? Na minsan, alam mo yun, yung parang, hindi ko naman siya sobrang master. Kasi hindi ko naman siya sobrang kabisado. Pero siguro parang, alam mo yun, na-input na siya sa utak mo. Tapos parang automatic, naka-autopilot na siyang tumatakbo. Pero syempre may processing pa din naman. Huwag niyo naman isiping sobrang galing ni sir kasi hindi po talaga. Okay? So, ayan. So, para saan ba si divisibility? So, si divisibility po, these are tests, okay, para ma-determine natin quickly yung mga factors without you performing a complete division. Okay? So, para kumbaga, makita mo pa lang, may mga techniques kasi tayo na yung iba may kita mo pa lang, divisible to by 2. Divisible to by 4. Divisible to by 6. Divisible to by ganyan. Yung iba naman, konting kailangan i-process. Kailangan i-process ng konti ng utak. May solving na sobrang ikli lang, malalaman mo na din. Okay? So, yun yung may tuturo ko sa inyo dito sa divisibility. So, divisibility test for 2. So, ito yung pinakamadali para sa akin. Kasi para malaman kung yung number ba ay divisible by 2, kailangan siya even. Okay? Even number. Diba? Diniscuss na natin yan. Okay? Paano ba malalaman kung even? It ends with or ends in. O, bahala na kayo kung with or in. Ayun natin, with or in. It ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, ayan. Kapag yung number daw po ay nag-end sa 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, automatic, it is already divisible by 2. Okay? Example, 312, 254, 1008. Okay? Those numbers are divisible by 2 because it ends in or with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay? So, ayan. So, example, binigyan ka 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. O, Sir Arvin, ito bang number na to ay divisible by 2? Yes. O, di ba? Kala mo matalino talaga. Pero paano mo nalalaman yon? Kasi nag-end siya with 2. Sir Arvin, yung 1,249,367. Divisible ba yan by 2? Hindi. Di ba? Brainy ka na nun. Bakit? Kasi it ends with 7. Hindi siya nag-end sa 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Ganun lang yun. Di ba? Kala nung iba na hindi alam yung divisibility test, mahirap siyang gawin. Pero, mata-mata lang yan. Okay, gusto mo, magpanggap ka pa ng kunwari, nagsosolve ka. Okay? So, ayan po. Next, divisibility test for 3. So, these two, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3. Okay? Kailangan daw po i-add mo yung bawat digit na meron ka. Then, if that digit, or if that number, o yung magiging sagot, okay, pinahirapan ko pa yung sarili ko, no? Yung magiging sagot dun sa number na pinag-add mo ay divisible by 3, then it's divisible by 3. Example, we have 186,585. Alamin natin if it is divisible by 3. Anong gagawin natin? 1 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 equals. Okay? 1 plus 8, that's 9. Plus 6, okay? That's 15. Plus 5, that's 20. Plus 8, that's 28. Plus 5, that is 33. Obvious naman, parehas 3 yan. So, divisible yan by 3. Check. Paano, sir, kung hindi ako sure kung yung 33 ay divisible by 3? Di 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Siguro naman yung 6 sigurado ka ng divisible to by 3. Diba? Okay? Another example. Bigay tayo medyo malalaking number. We have 784,369. Okay, pa-check nga po ako. Pa-check ako nito. Okay, kailangan ko ng participation ng class. Is it divisible by 3 or not? Okay, you may pause the video. Sige, hintayin lang natin kung ipopost talaga nila. Okay? Pasensya na po, pinagpapanggap ko lang yung sarili ko na may kausap para naman hindi boring mag-record. Okay? So, ayan, na-pause na ng mga kailangan mag-pause at na-continue na rin ng mga kailangan mag-continue. So, ngayon, what is 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 at plus 9. Ano kaya ang magiging sagot? Okay? 7 plus 8, that's 15. Plus 4, that's 19. Plus 3, that's 22. Plus 6, that's 28. Plus 9, that is 37. Oh, hindi ka sure kung ang 37 ay divisible by 3. Anong gagawin? 3 plus 7, that is 10. Wait lang, ba't nagaganon yung sulat ko? Pangit na nga yung sulat ko, hindi pa nakikisama. So, this is not divisible by 3. Okay? Very good. Hindi siya divisible by 3 kasi hindi nga divisible by 3 yung mga digits kapag pinag-add natin. Okay po? Another one, last one. Let's have 8,642,019. 8,642,019. Let's check if it is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, papos na lang po ulit for those who are trying to solve it. 8 plus 6, that's 14. Plus 4, that's 18. Plus 2, that is 20. Plus 0, 20 pa rin. Plus 1, that's 21. Plus 9, that is equal to 30. Sure naman kayo dyan. Pero kung hindi ka sure, 3 plus 0, that is equal to 3. Definitely, 3 is divisible by 3. So, check tayo. Divisible siya by 3. Okay? So, ganun lang po siya. You just have to add the digits of the number and check if it is divisible by 3. Kung hindi pa rin kaya or hindi sure kung yung number na naging sum is divisible by 3, pwede nyo pa po siyang i-add. Okay? Kung 2 digits pa yon or 3 digits, add nyo pa po. Kaya pa yan. Okay po? So, next. So, for the divisibility test for 4, a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last 2 digits is divisible by 4. So, kung kanina kay 2, kailangan yung last 2 digit or the last digit is divisible by 2. Okay? Or an even number rather. Ngayon, kapag kay 4, ang titingnan mo naman, kanina pala kay 2, ang tinitingnan natin yung last digit. Kung 0, 2, 4, 6, at 8 yung digit na yon. Pagdating po kay 4, ang titingnan mo ay yung last 2 digit. And you check if the last 2 digit is divisible by 4. If it is divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4. Sabi dito, check if 128. So, kay 128, ang i-check natin ay si 28. Si 28 by divisible by 4, 28 divided by 4 is equal to 7. So, it is divisible by 4. Therefore, check. Divisible. Yan. 524. So, 24 divided by 4, that is equal to 6. So, therefore, divisible. Check. Next. 19,876. Tinataasan ko yung number para at least alam natin na kahit mataas yung number, pwede natin siyang gawin. Okay, gawin yung divisibility na yan. So, we have here 76 divided by 4. Kung hindi ka sure, solve mo. What is 76 divided by 4? 76 divided by 4. 7 divided by 4, that's 1. 1 times 4, 4, 4, 3, 36. 36 divided by 4, that's 9. So, 19 ang sagot. So, divisible. Check. Okay? Ano pang number? Okay? Example, you are given 2,698,723. Is it divisible by 4? Last 2 digit, 23 divided by 4. Okay? Hindi kaya, may decimal. So, therefore, this is not divisible by 4. Okay? You just have to check the last 2 digit. Review natin. Pag kay 2, you check the last digit or you check if it is an even number. Kapag even number siya, that's divisible by 2. Or, para mas madali, you check the last digit if it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Kapag any doon, ang ending ng number, it's already considered as divisible by 2. Kay divisibility rule naman ng 3, kailangan po you add the digits And if the sum is divisible by 3, the whole digit is divisible by 3 as well. Then for 4, you check the last two digits. Okay, if the last two digits is divisible by 4, then the whole number is divisible by 4 as well. Next, divisibility rule for 5. Okay? So, divisibility test for 5 if the ones digit. Pag sinabing ones digit, ito yung dulo. Okay? If the ones digits is 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. So, we have here 300. Is 300 divisible by 5? Yes. Kasi it ends with a 0. 505, is it divisible by 5? Yes, it is divisible by 5 because it ends with 5. 2090, is it divisible by 5? Yes, definitely it is divisible by 5 because it ends with 0. Binigyan ka na napakalaki number. 345 million. 345 million, 785,293. Is it divisible by 3? Ay, by 5 rather? No, it is divisible. It is not divisible by 5 because it ends with a 3. Okay? Ganun lang kadali. Mata-mata lang. Diba? Akala nyo sobrang gagaling talaga ng mga yung mga ambibilis. Pag tinatanong, divisible ba ito by ganyan? Ngayong alam na natin ang divisibility test or divisibility rules, madali naman pala. Hindi naman pala ganun kadali. Hindi naman pala ganun kahirap, rather. Sorry na. Ayan, madali naman pala. Hindi naman pala ganun kahirap. Okay? So, next. Paano kapag kay 6? A number is divisible by 6 if it is an even number and divisible by 3. Eto po. Kailangan clear tayo dito. Paano masasabi na even number divisible by 2? Okay? And sabi, isa pang rule, kailangan divisible by 3. Kailangan po both pasado, ha? Once again, kailangan pasado sa dalawa. Pasado kay divisibility test for 2 and divisibility test for 3. Kailangan parehas. Sir, pwede po bang kahit sa isa lang? Hindi po pwede. Okay? Hindi po pwede. Kailangan po ay lahat. Okay, ang dalawa. So, example, we have 634,128. Let's check if it is divisible by 6. First, 634,128. For 2, is it divisible by 2? Yes, kasi it ends with 8. Okay, 02468. Check yun kay 2. Kay 3, magiging divisible ba to kay 3? Let's try to add. 6 plus 3, that's 9. Plus 4, that's 13. Plus 1, that's 14. Plus 2, that's 16. Plus 8, that is 24. Tama po? So, 24 divided by 3, that is equal to 8. Therefore, it is divisible by 3. Okay, sure naman tayo, di ba? Na si 24 is divisible by 3. Okay? So, ayan po. Ganyan po siya. Once again, reminder lang po ha. Kasi yung iba medyo dito nagkakaroon ng problema. Sir, divisible naman siya by 2. Pero hindi siya divisible by 3. Divisible po ba siya kay 6? Hindi po. Sir, divisible siya kay 3, pero hindi siya divisible kay 2. Divisible by 6 po siya? Hindi rin po. Kasi once again, kailangan po parehas po divisible. Hindi po pwedeng sa isa lang. Hindi pwedeng sa isa, kailangan po parehas. Okay? Let's have another example. Okay? Example, we have 7,146. Okay? Try to check. Is 7,146 divisible by 6? Okay, you may pause the video. Okay? For those who already returned after checking, is it divisible by 2? Last digit is 6, therefore it's divisible by 2. Check tayo kay 2. Kay 3. Divisible ba siya kay 3? Let's add. 7 plus 1, that's 8. Plus 4. That's 12. Plus 6. That's 18. Tama ba? Okay? So, 18 is divisible by 3. Therefore, it is also divisible by 6. Okay po? It is also divisible by 6. Let's have another example. 14,380. Sorry. 14,383. Is it divisible by 6? Okay? You may pause the video kung kailangan po ng oras. Wala namang problema yan. Kaya naman tayo asynchronous. Okay? Let's check. Is it divisible by 2? It ends with 3, therefore it's x. Okay, hindi siya divisible by 2 kasi nag-end nga siya sa 3. Diyan pa lang, pwede ka nang tumigil. Automatic, hindi na siya divisible by 6 kasi nag-x ka na kay 2. Pero for the sake of discussion, try natin kay 3. 1 plus 4, that's 5. Plus 3, that's 8. Plus 8, that's 16. Plus 3, that's 19. 19 is not divisible by 3. Okay? Kasi pwede mo pa yung i-add, magiging 10 pa yan. Okay? So, ayan. Last one. We have here 345,676. Is it divisible by 2, divisible by 3, and even divisible by 6? Okay, you may pause the video. Okay, so na-pause na naman na siguro nila. It ends with 6, therefore it's divisible by 2. Check. Is it divisible by 3? 3 plus 4, that's 7. Plus 5, that's 12. Plus 6, that's 18. Plus 7, that's 25. Plus 6, that's 31. O kung hindi ka sure, 3 plus 1, that's 4. Is 4 divisible by 3? No. Therefore, hindi rin siya divisible by 6. Okay po? So, ganyan lang yung pag-check po natin. Kailangan po pasado sa dalawa para pumasa po kay 6. Okay, pasado kay 2 tsaka kay 3. Kung mapapansin nyo, paano ba natin kinukuha yan? Bakit? Sir, paano naging paano po naging divisibility rule ni 6 ang 2, yung kailangan pasado rin kay 2 tsaka kay 3? Kasi kung mapapansin natin, si 6 po, factors niya si 2 tsaka si 3. Okay? Hindi lang po siya basta factors. Okay? Mamaya, ituturo ko sa inyo yan. Kasi di ba minsan, sir, paano malalaman kung divisible kay 15? For example, yan, 15. Sir, paano yan? Mamaya may rules tayo patungkol po dyan. Okay? Meron ako tuturo sa inyo. Sa iba, hindi ko siya masyado nakikinita na tinuturo. Pero dito tuturo ko sa inyo. Okay? Kayo mag-alala. Next, divisibility test for 7. So, tapos na tayo kay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kay 7 na tayo. Divisibility test for 7. Ito lang medyo, may mga steps kasi. Ito yung isa sa medyo, para sa akin medyo komplikado siya. Kasi compared naman dun sa iba na sobrang dali. Okay, di ba nga kay 2 tsaka kay 4, parang medyo mata-mata lang. Kay 3, mag-a-add ka lang ng single digit, so madali. Kay 5, mata-mata lang din. Kay 6, si 2 naman, mata-mata lang. Si 3, medyo madali lang. So, kahit pagsamahin mo yung dalawang yon, kaya pa rin naman. Si 7 po, kaya pa rin naman. Pero you have to really follow the steps. Hindi siya pwedeng, ay, sir, paano kung nauna ko yung step 2 bago yung step 1? Ay, ligwak tayo dun. Okay? So, yun po ha. So, dito, meron tayong steps. So, first, you double the last digit. So, dito, may pakilala ka lang muna kay last digit. Kunin mo si last digit, doblahin mo. Afterwards, dahil dinoble mo na, kung ano man yung sagot doon, subtract mo daw doon sa number, okay, without the last digit. Magsusubtract ka lang, mag-minus ka lang. And then, kung ano man yung magiging sagot, if that is a multiple of 7, then the number is already divisible by 7. So, dito, katulad kay 3, Kung hindi ka pa rin sure, pwede mong ulit-ulitin. Okay? So, para mas madali, let's have an example. Okay? For example, dito, 6,853, is it divisible by 7? So, una, sabi, you double the last digit. So, 3. Ang last digit na ay 3. So, 3 double, so times 2, that would be 6. Second step, ito yung first step natin. Second step natin, you subtract the product in step 1 from the number without the last digit. So, ang natira na lang number doon ay 685 minus 6. So, what would be the answer? That is 6, 7, 9. Okay? So, sabi dito, if the difference is a multiple of 7, then the number is divisible by 7. Kaso, kahit ako personally, okay, kung tatanungin ninyo if it's divisible by 7, hindi pa rin naman tayo masyado sure talaga. Not unless, gawin ko yung pag-divide. So, anong gagawin ko? Balik ako kay step 1. You get the last digit and you double it. 9 times 2, it's 18. Then, step 2 ko ulit, 67 minus 18. Oh, what is the answer? 67 minus 18, that would give us 49. O, alam natin. Kasi 49 ay multiple ni 7. Kasi di ba ayan ay 7 times 7 equal to 49. Diba? So, therefore, si 6853 is divisible by 7. Check! Okay? Ganun lang siya. Let's try to... Ayan, nilagay ko pa rin dyan yung yung rules. Para hindi nyo makalimutan. So, let's try. Example you're given, 86,415. Is it divisible by 7? Check. If you want to, you may pause the video once again para po tayo ay mas malinaw. Okay? So, ngayon, ayan, feeling ko na-pause naman na. Sige, let's try to solve na. So, first step, you double the last digit. What is the last digit? Our last digit is 5. So, you double the 5. First step. Okay, 5 times 2. That is equal to 10. Next. Second step, minus tayo. So, ang natira ay si 8641 minus 10. That would be equal to 8631. Di pa rin tayo sure dyan. So, step 1 ka ulit. Kunin mo yung 1. 1 times 2, that is 2. So, minus ulit tayo. 863 na lang. 863 minus 2, that is 861. Ulit. Tama? Doblehin ulit. 1 ulit. Step 1. 1 times 2, that is equal to 2. So, step 2, 86 minus 2, that is 84. Ang tanong, sure ka na ba dyan? Okay? Sure ka na ba na ang 84 ba ay divisible by 7? Okay? Others would say, yes, sir. Divisible na siya by 7. Bakit? 12 times 7, that's 84 po. Pero kung hindi ka pa rin sure, pwede naman. Wala naman pumipigil. Step 1 ka ulit. 4 times 2, it's 8. Step 2 ka ulit. 8 na lang yung natira. 8 minus 8, 0. 0 divided by 7, that is 0. Tama? Divisible ba? Yes. So, divisible to by 7. Yes po. Another one. Let's give a significant, medyo lower number. 1001. Ayan, 1001. Let's try to solve for 1001 if it's divisible by 7 or not. Okay? Pause the video. Kaya sa mga gusto mag-try on their own. Ayan, feeling ko na pause na nila. So, continue na tayo. So, we have 1 as the last digit times 2. That would be, sorry, but 8 yung nasa isip ko. So, that would be 2. Step 2 ka ulit. So, 100 yung natira minus 2. That will be 98. Oh, sure ka na ba? Kung hindi pa, bakit? Okay. So, 98 is divisible by 7 because that's 14 times 7. Pero kung hindi, sige, wala namang problema. Step 1 ko ulit. 8 times 2. Ito, tingnan nyo. 8 times 2, 16. Tama? So, we have step 2. 9 minus 16. That's negative 7. Is negative 7 divisible by 7? That's negative 1. Oh, divisible by 7. Okay? Sir, pwede yun na na magiging negative yung sagot? Yes po, pwede. As long as hindi fraction or hindi decimal ang sagot. Okay? Nangyayari kasi yan minsan. Yung kunyari, maliit na yung number, hindi ka pa rin sure kung divisible siya by 7. So, nagkakaroon talaga na kapag nag-minus ka, nagiging negative na siya. Okay? Kasi yan, tingnan nyo. Yung 98, kung hindi ka sigurado, edi syempre, kukunin mo yung 8, multiply mo by ito, i-double mo, magiging 16. Eh, yung 16, mas malaki na dun sa natitira, which is 9. Diba? Kaya magda-negative. Pero, yun nga, as long as hindi fraction, I mean yung as long as hindi siya naka-fraction na kayang i-turn into decimal na yung may decimal point talaga. Okay? Pwede po yun. Pwede mag-negative. Nangyayari siya. Lalo kung talagang medyo hindi tayo sure, ganyan. Pero, yeah, that would do. Next one. Divisibility test for 8. Dito, kung mapansin ninyo, kanina kay 2 ang tinitingnan natin last digit. Tama? Next. Kay 4, ang tinitingnan natin ay last 2 digits. Ngayon, kay 8, ang tinitingnan natin ay last 3 digits. If the last 3 digits is divisible by 8, then it is divisible by 8. Okay po. So, ito lang, medyo matrabaho siya. Bakit? Kasi po, kailangan mo mag-divide kahit papano. Kasi, 3 digits na yan, divisible by 8. Or titingnan mo kung multiple siya of 8, kailangan na talaga siyang isolve. Pero yun nga, ang cool lang dito, kapag sobrang nalaki ng digit, at least 3 lang yung i-divide mo. Hindi mo i-divide lahat. Tama? Okay. So, ito kasi medyo 4,912. Parang isa na lang hindi mo pa sinama. Pero still, makapadali ka pa rin. Diba? 912 divided by 8. 1. Okay? 1 times 8, that's 8. So, magiging 1 carry 1. So, 11. 1 pa din. 1 times 8. Okay. So, magnyayari magiging 3, 32. So, 4. 4 times 8, 32. Okay? Sige, try natin. Kasi makikita natin yung importance and divisibility test for 8 kung medyo malaki yung numbers po. For example, we have 141,528. Dito, di ba? Kung ang hinahanap lang naman ay divisibility, di mo naman kailangan yung sagot kapag nag-divide ng 8. Mas okay na mag-divide ng 3 digits kaysa itong 6 digits. Di ba? Ngayon, you try. Is 141,528 divisible by 8? Okay? For those na magsasolve, paki-pause na ulit yung video. Okay? Ayan na, na-pause na nila yan. Divide na natin. 528 divided by 8. Okay? So, ayan. So, syempre, si 5 cannot be divided by 8. So, move tayo kay 52. So, 52 divided by 8, pinakamalapit dyan ay 6. 6 times 8, that is 48. Okay? Kasi kapag ginawa natin 7, 7 times 8, 56 na po yun. Okay? So, lalagpas na. So, ayan lang. 48 lang. So, 52 minus 48, that's 4. Bring down 8. So, 48 na yan. So, 6 lang din ang sagot. 6 times 8, that's 48. Okay? Ganyan lang kay 8. Medyo more on solving lang siya. Kasi yung tingin-tingin, add ng mga little na digits, okay? Pero, carry pa naman yan. Feeling ko carry nyo pa yan. Next one. Divisibility test for 9. Pag 9 naman po, A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9 as well. Okay? Kung kanina kay 3, para masabi na a number is divisible by 3, kailangan mo i-add lahat ng digits, then kailangan divisible by 3. Ngayon naman, ganun pa rin, same step. I-add mo pa rin lahat ng digits, pero ngayon, kailangan divisible by 9 or multiple of 9. Oh, let's try. 845,721. Medyo malaki. Pero kung i-add mo yan, by single digits, sorry. Oh, 845,721. 8 plus 4, that's 12. Plus 5, that's 17. 17 plus 7, that's 24. Plus 2, that's 26. Plus 1, that's 27. Oh, sure naman tayo, di ba? Pero kung hindi ka pa rin sure, i-add mo yan, magiging 9. So, 9 is divisible by 9. Therefore, 845,721 is divisible by 9. Okay? O, for example, ano pa? You're given 789,012. Is it divisible by 9? Oh, check tayo. Solve tayo. Para naman hindi po si Sir Arvin. Kailangan kayo doon na papagod. So, ayan. Solve din kayo. And yun po pala, nakalimutan ko sabihin kahit sa video number 1 up until now. Let's refrain from using calculators po. Okay? Para po naman sa inyo ito. Okay? Kasi pagdating po sa civil service examination, hindi naman po kayo gagamitin ng calculator. So, please refrain from using one. Okay? So, ayan po. So, 789,012. So, 7 plus 8, that's 15. Plus 9, that's 24. Plus 0, 24 pa din. Plus 1, that is 25. Plus 2, that's 27 pa rin. Okay? So, that is equal to 9 pa din naman po. Okay? So, add nyo lang yung digits. Last one. 159,282. Double check natin. Okay? Kindly solve for this one. Okay? Kung siya po ba divisible by 9 or not. Okay? So, sa mga nagsosolve, okay, solve na natin. 1 plus 5, that's 6. Plus 9, that's 15. Plus 2, that's 17. Plus 8, that is 25. Plus 2, that is 27 pa rin. So, divisible pa rin siya by 9. Okay? So, ayan. Sir, kailangan ba laging 27? Hindi naman po. Sumasakto lang siguro yung binibigay ko number. Oo, hindi ko rin alam kung bakit. So, ayan po. Okay po? Next one. Divisibility test for 10. Ito, madali. Any number that ends in 0 is divisible by 10. Basta nag-end sa 0. 3,000? Check. 10,000? Check. 200,500? Check. Oo. Kahit pa yan ay 1,875,376,100. Oo. Check na check pa rin yan. Kasi ang dulo niya ay 0. Okay? Next, 11. Ito na, medyo, mga usually hindi na ibibigay, pero ibibigay natin. A number is divisible by 11 after subtracting and adding the digits successively. The answer is divisible by 11. So, dito, ang gagawin mo, una, subtract. Pangalawa, add. Anong isa-subtract i-add? Yung mga digits successively. And then your answer should be divisible by 11. Example, we have 4, 9, 7, 2. Ang sabi, una si subtract, add, subtract. 4 minus 9, that is negative 5, plus 7, that is positive 2, minus 2, that would be 0. Tama? Okay? The answer is 0. So, 0 divided by 11, that will be equal to 0. Kaya bang i-divide? Yes. Divisible by 11? Yes. Sir, pag ganun ba, yung 0, tapos divide by any number? O di ba pwede naman? Kailan ba nagiging involve ang 0 tapos hindi pwede? Kapag yung 0 po yung divisor. Or kapag yung 0 yung, okay, denominator. Tsaka tayo nagiging undefined. Pero kung ang 0 po ang numerator or siya yung dividend, pwede po yun. Okay? So, ayan. Kahit naman po i-divide ninyo, o gusto nyo pa i-check nyo sa calculus nyo, o for checking purposes lang ha, or gusto nyo solve nyo rin. O, let's try to solve it. Sige. Patunayan natin na si 4,972 ay divisible by 11. 4,972 divided by 11. Oh, that would be 4. 4 times 11, 44. That would be 5. 57. That's 5. 5 times 11, that's 55. So, 2. Bring down 2. So, 2. 2 times 11, 22. So, ayan, no, X. So, the answer is 452. So, 452 times 11, that's 4,972. O, di ba? Sabi sa inyo, divisible din by 11 eh. Okay? Hindi lang masyado obvious kasi nag-0 yung yung pag-add, subtract and add successively natin. Pero, okay? Still, 0 is divisible by 11 kasi may sagot pa rin po. At hindi rin naman decimal yung sagot. Okay? Let's try another one para makapag-try pa tayo. 10,857. Is that divisible by 11 or not? Okay? You may pause the video po to try to solve it on your own. Try natin. That's 1 minus 0 plus 8 minus 5 plus 7. Anong sagot? 1 minus 0. That is 1 plus 8. That's 9. 9 minus 5, 4. 4 plus 7, 11. Okay, check. Divisible tayo by 11. Tama? Next. We have 13,574. Try to check if it is divisible by 11. Okay? Ano na ba? Na-pause na ba? Ano mga dat mag-pause? Continue na tayo. 1 minus 3 plus 5 minus 7 plus 4. 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. Plus 5, that's positive 3. Minus 7, that's negative 4. Plus 4, that is 0. Divisible by 11? Yes. Next. Okay. Let's have 93,000. Okay. 82. Is 93,082 divisible by 11? Pause muna ulit para ma-solve mo. Kailangan nagtatry tayo mag-solve ha. Hindi tayo para makinig lang dito. Okay? We have here 9 minus 3 plus 0 minus 8 plus 2. 9 minus 3, that's 6. Plus 0, that's 6. 6 minus 8, that is negative 2 plus 2, that is 0. Divisible by 11. Last one. 991,353. Medyo malaking number. 991,353. Is it divisible by 11? Okay. Nakapag-pause na ba yung mga dapat mag-pause? 9 minus 9 plus 1 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3. 9 minus 9, 0 plus 1, 1. 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. Plus 5, that's positive 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Check. Divisible by 11. Okay? So ngayon, ano ba yung sinasabi ko kanina? Sa number theory po kasi, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, A and B, it must also be divisible by their product. So paano ba natin malalaman if it is a co-prime? In simple terms po, two numbers are co-prime if they have no common factors other than 1. For example, hanggang 11 lang tayo tumigil. Example, we have 12. Paano malalaman ano ang divisibility rule ng 12? Ano ba ang factors ng 12? Okay? Di ba ang factors ng 12 ay 12 and 1, 4 and 3. Okay? So dito, si 12 and 1 would be nonsense. Okay? Kasi, para malaman ang divisibility rule ng 12, kailangan mo yung 12 and 1. So, divisibility rule din ni 12. Wala naman divisibility rule ng 1. So, nonsense sila. So, dito meron tayong 4 and 3. Si 4 and 3, they are what we call co-prime. Bakit? Kasi ano ba ang factors ng 4? Ayan ay 1 and 4, tsaka 2. Si 3 po, ang factors ni 3 ay 1 and 3 lang. So, wala silang factors na parehas sila. Okay, wala silang same factors. So, they are what we call co-prime. Okay? So, paano malalaman ang divisibility rule ng 12? So, divisibility rule of 12, kailangan divisible siya by both 4 and 3. Okay po? Yun ang divisibility rule ni 4. Doon din po galing yung divisibility rule ni 6 na kailangan divisible by 3 and 2. Okay, doon po galing yon. Okay? So, doon siya galing. Ano pa? 15, for example, 15. Anong divisibility rule ni 15? Kailangan divisible siya by both 5 and 3. Okay? So, ganun po siya kadali. Okay po? So, ngayon, itest natin kung talaga bang natuto tayo sa divisibility. Okay? Is 4,530 divisible by 15? Once again, paano masasabi na divisible by 15? Kailangan both divisible by 5 and 3. Ano ba ang divisibility rule ni 3? Si 3 kailangan i-add mo lahat. So, we have 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 0. 4 plus 5, that's 9. Plus 3, that's 12. Plus 0, that's 12 pa din. So, kay 3, check tayo. Divisible siya by 3. Kay 5, anong rule nito? Kailangan ends with 0 or 5. So, kay 5, check din tayo. Therefore, it is divisible by 15. 4,530 is divisible by 15. Okay po? Next one. Is 10,320 divisible by 16? Paano ba to? Okay? So, ito, i-explain ko sa inyo kasi hindi ko naman to nabigay kanina. Kung mapapansin, K2, anong inaano natin? Last digit. Tama? K4, last 2 digit, divisible by 4. K8, last 3. Tama? Divisible by 8. Okay? Ang tanong, paano ba nakukuha si 4 and si 8? Si 2, that is 2 raised to 1. Si 4, that is 2 raised to 2. Si 8, that is 2 raised to 3. Ano si 16? Si 16 po ay 2 raised to 4. Anong clue doon? Kung mapapansin, K2, last digit, kasi 1 yung exponent. K4, last 2 digit kasi 2 yung exponent. Kay 8, last 3 digit ang tinitingnan kasi 2 raised to 3. Kay 16, 2 raised to 4. So, dito, for 16, we have last 4 digits divisible by 16. So, dito, ano na lang titingnan mo? Si 0, 320. Oh. Dahil 0 yung umpisa, 320 na lang. Is 320 divisible by 16? Okay? Is 320 po ba divisible by 16? Definitely, that's a yes. Okay? 320 divided by 16, that is 20. So, check tayo. Divisible po. Yes. That's the answer. Okay? Sir, ganun po ba yung sa, sa 2 raised to 2? Yes po. Okay? Sa lahat po ng numbers na may base of 2, pwede natin siyang gamitin. O, ano ba ang 2 raised to 5? Okay, what is 2 raised to 5? Sige nga. Ang 2 raised to 5 ay 32. So, anong divisibility rule ni 32? Okay, you check the last 5 digits. Kasi 2 raised to 5 na yun eh. If the last 5 digits is divisible by 32, therefore, the whole digit is divisible by 32 as well. Medyo komplikado na kasi siya. Bakit? Kasi imagine, 5 digits na rin yun. So, divide mo by 32. Okay? So, medyo mahirap na rin, siguro, for others. Okay? So, ayan. Pero yan, binibigay ko lang ha para, para alam natin yung gagawin. Oh, 9,132 divisible by 12? Binigay ko na to kanina. Ano ang divisibility rule ng 12? Kailangan divisible siya both by 4 and 3. Once again, both by 4 and 3. Kailangan both. Hindi pwedeng isa lang. Oh, try to check. Is 9,132 divisible by 12? Oo. Napos na yan. Kaya sige, tingnan natin. Is it divisible by 4? Last 2 digits, 32. Is 32 divisible by 4? That's 8. Okay? So, check tayo kay 4. Divisible by, by 4. For 3. O, anong gagawin? Add natin yung digits. 9 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. 9 plus 1, 10 plus 3, 13 plus 2, that's 15. Divisible by 3, that's 5. Divisible by 3. So, ang sagot dito ay definitely yes. It is divisible by 12. Po, is it divisible siya by both 4 and 3. Okay? Next one. Ito. Ano ba ang co-prime ng 20? Ano ba ang factors ng 20? Factors of 20. Dito natin isulat. Sorry. Taasan natin ang konti. Factors of 20. So, we have 20, we have 1, we have 4, we have 5, we have 2, we have 10. Si 20 tsaka 1, x na yan. Si 210, hindi pwede. Kasi hindi sila co-prime. Kasi si 2 tsaka si 10, they're both divisible by 2. Tama? So, ang kukunin natin ay si 4 at si 5. So, divisible ba siya by 4? Last 2 digits, we have 50 divided by 4. Okay? So, not. Okay? Hindi siya divisible. By 5. Divisible ba siya by 5? Ito ay ends with 0 or 5. Dito, yes tayo. Okay? Yes tayo dito. Okay? Pero dito, nag-not tayo. So, ang sagot ay no. No, no, no. Is 4,550 divisible by 20? No. A big no, no. Okay? Kasi yes, it is divisible by 5, but it's not divisible by 4. Okay? So, ngayon, Saan na tayo? Ano ng topic natin? So, we'll now proceed with the next topic, which is factors and multiples. Okay po? So, for the factors and multiples, ito medyo, ano ba to? Mahaba ba? Okay? Feeling ko naman, kaya natin to. Okay, kapit lang tayo. So, for factors and multiples, I think we'll be recording it in the next video na lang para at least mas maikli para hindi naman kayo masyadong bugbog. Siguro medyo bugbog na tayo kanina doon sa ating divisibility. So, doon na lang muna tayo. We'll focus on that. Wala naman tayong problema. We're on the right track naman. Okay? So, for the next topic of our next video, okay? Kasi, na-record na natin, napanood nyo na yung set 1, video 1. For the set 1, video 2, itong kakatapos lang natin. Then, for the set 1, video 3, we'll start with the factors and multiples. Okay? So, ayan, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. I hope may natutunan. Mayroon akong naibigay na tulong po sa inyo. Okay? So, ayun lang po. Maraming salamat po. And good luck everyone. Okay? So, formative assessment ulit kayo. Okay? So, maraming salamat.